Good morning. On day 4, we are leaving
Ponferrada.
And where are we going?
Villafranca del Bierzo.
And that's going to be somewhere between 14 and say 15 miles. It is cool, crisp.
It's chilly.
It is not raining, but it's going to rain. So it's just a matter of when, not if. But we're getting an early start so that we can get out in front of it a little bit and walk through the city while it's dark. I think we're officially out of the city now. These yellow flowers lining both sides of the street, and the Badgerita is out in front. So I don't show it often enough, but these are the kinds of rest stops and coffee stops and lunch and breakfast all rolled into one that bring a lot of people together on the Camino because they meet up at places like this. What city are we in?
Campo
Wow.
Campo Nariaya.
Anyway,
Just show them the sign.
it had a lot of services.
It's big town.
It's a big town.
Grande
So
pueblo.
somewhere halfway in this stage,
Ciudad.
this town is going to have everything you might need to resupply. Created this nice little rest area with a fountain. You can see it going on up the hill. Quite nice. And we're off the street for at least a little bit. Well, we have our own road for the first time today. Even though it's down, the highway's down there, we've got this road to ourselves and we're heading out into the country, so should be a little bit more scenic than it's been. Looks like we're heading through another town of pretty decent size, Casabelos. So my remembering of this town and the Badgerita's remembering of this town is that this is where a creepy girl from Japan got behind us and was filming and filmed us for blocks and blocks and blocks, and we would speed up and slow down and turn our heads to sort of acknowledge that we know you're back there, and it was like we couldn't shake her. And then we finally got so tired of it because she was like a foot behind us that we literally stopped, didn't we?
Yeah.
And just forced her to come past us, but it was kind of a creepy thing. Nice little town. And that was a nice little stop back there, don't you think?
It was great.
And the best thing for me was what?
A Diet Pepsi.
Pepsi Max. I learned something new. Pepsi without sugar is called Pepsi Max. So we're going to look for that again at some point. Onward for the last 5 miles, 6 miles, whatever. So here's the biggest wine press that you're ever going to see, and that is what it looked like. Very cool, very old. We are at our route split for the day, and 2 years ago we took the right-hand split, which goes, you know, way out and around in an arc out that way through a little teeny tiny village, and if we go straight, it literally goes straight to the town we're headed toward. And since we've done the other route, no reason to go any longer, and it's starting to rain, we're just going to go straight. Well, after a mile or so of road walking, we are back on more of a farm road, and hopefully it'll stay this way for quite a while until we hit the city. Hard not to like this, and you may not be able to see it, but there's a really nice house up there with those really big trees around it. That white house, very pretty, sitting at the top of the hill overlooking the vineyards. Well, this time we took the straight route, expecting it to walk along the highway, and to our surprise it cut off the highway and is walking through the same vineyards that we did when we took that big arcing route last year or 2 years ago. So this is good, isn't it?
Yes, very good. Muy bueno.
And we're about a mile and change away from our destination for the night. A quick tip: on days when it might drizzle on and off and you're using a poncho, you can store it inside your pack cover without having to really tuck it away. So after a while you can get good at just flipping it back off, taking one arm, stuffing it back there, and it stays perfectly well, and it's ready to pull right back out when you need it. We're not sure what that village is over there, but quite picturesque up on the hillside there. So we're making our way downhill now, which is nice, and we think we see the twin towers of the church.
One of the churches.
One of the churches.
But I don't know. I don't know for sure.
So we won't count on it, but we're getting closer. So Iglesia de Santiago, and this is sort of the midway point of getting your sins absolved.
Not midway, but if they couldn't make it all the way to Santiago, they could
do it here.
They could come here.
And so
get this far.
Yeah.
So
and it's
way back in the 1100s and 1200s.
It's at the top of the entryway, and there's the municipal albergue over there. And I feel like we're going to get rained on big time this afternoon.
Yeah.
So we are where?
Villafranca del Bierzo, restaurant.
And we're having our lunch/dinner, which means later we're just going to come back out and find tapas of some kind. And we're staying downhill, down like 2 streets down that alley.
Down a lot of steps.
A lot of steps to go down, so we're going to eat up here, go to our room, and then come back out later.
If it's not pouring rain.
It was about 14 and a half miles, and you know, I'm going to say it didn't even rain. I mean, it like slightly drizzled, which was a real treat because we thought we were going to be walking in the rain all day.
Steady rain. So.
Yeah. And we've just ordered a pizza, which I've been craving for a while. And tonight we might get octopus as a tapas. So until mañana, the Cid and the Badgerita out.